Well, Jabba's back and he has another project. Jabba's back. Yeah, tell you, man. Like I said, it's more and more like Sanford all the time. Between craving attention, bragging on all his ability with cars. Now he's learned how to deflect and distract attention away from his failures, just like Sanford. Forget about the Chevy. Forget about the Bel Air. It's gone. It's on to a new project. Is rocking olds. The only time that guy's going to be rocking is when he's leaning against it, coughing his brains out and farting. That's when that guy will be fucking rocking. Needs a lot of work. I guess that's a way to get people to forget about the Bel Air. Can't run for more than 10 seconds. Can't drive. Seriously, that thing did not drive on its own 30 feet down the driveway. That motherfucker got pushed. No brakes. Interior's a fucking disaster. Loaded up with Bondo. Coat hangers, holding fenders on. Can't find a fuel leak. I hate to tell you, track the fuel line. You look for a wet spot. That's where it's leaking. You look for a wet spot. You see it discolored, it'll be dark because it's wet with brake fluid. Or a gas line. Is it a gas line that's leaking or brake line? Same with a gas line. You're going to see a fucking wet spot. Just make believe you're trying to have sex with a fat chick and you got to roll her in flour to look for a wet spot before you can stick your little pecker in there. Real easy to find a leak in a brake line or a gas line. It's going to have a wet spot where it's leaking. Guess you never figured that out, huh? Guess you gave up on it, huh? Gave up on the Bel Air. You saw it was shit. It was never going to get any better than what it was. But you needed a distraction and a way to come back on here to get your attention and sympathy you crave. Hey, how do you wake up today? Did you pee and check the color of your pee to make sure you don't have any fucking disease? Did you toss and turn? Is your back hurt? Yeah, I'm asking. Find out what ache or pain or illness is. Injury. Arthritis kicking in now. Carrying all that weight, your knees are starting to give out. You better stop slamming yourself against the side of your car while you go into a coughing and farting fit. You could break a fucking hip doing that shit. In the shape you're in. I bet you struggle to try to do a reach around to wipe your fucking ass and you're going to be working on cars. Give me a fucking break. So now he's doing the rock and roll. It's going to be a badass car. Hey, are you going to say that people are now jealous of your Olds the way they're jealous of your Chevy? Your Bel Air? You're going to say people are jealous of you again? Yeah. I think it's you that needs to do some reading. I thought it was funny when you accused me of having dementia. Do you even know what it is? I know. Quite sure a lot of people know that have had elderly parents. In my case, it was parents and grandparents and great aunts. And people that succumb to that disease. Alzheimer's is bad enough. When you have Alzheimer's and dementia, it really compounds it, Hallucinate. They become very delusional. Their imagination kicks in and they can no longer distinguish between reality and just what's going on in their head that's not real. And that's where you live. Told me to read a book on asthma. I didn't have to. I saw my younger brother. I saw his life, his early life, in and out of hospitals, more time in hospitals than at home with his cystic fibrosis. how he had to sleep at night wrapped in a plastic tent with a machine pumping a chemical with water into it, and it was cold and chilly, and he'd be shivering at times. But just open up his lungs during the night so he could breathe a little better during the day. He had to have a therapy session. My parents actually went. I went. It taught me how to do it. We would have to lean him over a knee. He'd be laying like this, and you cup your hands when you go on his upper back. You don't pound the shit out of them so you break their ribs, but you pound kind of heavy, like. And we do that for 10 minutes, and it would loosen up everything in there. That got loosened up through his breathing treatment while he was sleeping in his ultrasonic nebulizer, and he would cough and throw up all that mucus and stuff. And that's how he was able to go about his day and go to school and have somewhat of a normal childhood. It got better as he got older, as treatments progressed with steroid injections and medication. You know, he's a licensed plumber. He went to vocational technical high school. He's a licensed plumber. He does okay in life. He's married. He's got a daughter, my niece. You know, yeah, I know about some things. You know, I know about Alzheimer's and dementia with my parents. I think it's you that needs to learn about dementia. You know, maybe help give you a better understanding of what you are and why your head is as fucked up as it is and why you do these things you do. You know damn well you're not physically capable of doing it. You know damn well you don't have the automotive knowledge to be able to know how to do it. So why are you saying this? Get more attention. Your first goal is to get people away from the Bel Air. Forget about that. Forget about that. Sanford perfected that tactic with every one of his failures with his projects. Now you're doing the same thing. Hope you got a backup plan 2 years from now when nothing's been done on his fucking rock and rolls. Hope you got a backup plan now to come back with another project to get people's minds off the olds. Nothing's going to come of that car. That'll sit there in that same state of junk it's in as the same state of junk that Bel Air's in. And it'll always be that way. And this olds will always be that way. Gonna put headers, what's gonna be a race car? Gonna lighten it up, strip off all the Bondo and insulation. Are you gonna get that to run a 10-2? How many more claims are gonna come along? Gonna tear the end. Ah, man. You know, there's always so much even I can say. How much you make yourself a fool. Unbelievable. Okay. Hearing a voice in the other room. Somebody needs me. I gotta get going. We got our grocery shopping to do.